The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his own. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement, that they seek power, success, and wealth for themselves and admire them in others, and that they underestimate what is of true value in life. The first requisite of civilization is that of justice. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. Wherever I go, I find a poet has been there before me. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell a hell of heaven. Neurotics complain of their illness, but they make the most of it, and when it comes to taking it away from them, they will defend it like a lioness her young. No one who, like me, conjures up the most evil of those half-tamed demons that inhabit the human beast and seeks to wrestle with them can expect to come through the strew. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. Love and work, work and love, that's all there is. What a distressing contrast there is between the radiant intelligence of the child and the feeble mentality of the average adult. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. One is very crazy when in love. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. The goal of all life is death. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Civilized society is perpetually menaced with disintegration through this primary hostility of men towards where it was, their ego shall be. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Time spent with cats is never wasted. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. The ego is not master in its own house. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The voice of the intellect